Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here, and
Randy.
that's it.
Mr. Brad.
That's it.
Lord and master of the house.
No, you know that's never going to fly.
And I know nobody will ever believe it either.
Here, let me show you the pets.
Oh, let me get the huge feet out of the way.
There's the pets. There's the Charlie. I think she's on the floor down here. And there's the mama right here, who was crying till Daddy lifted her up because she wanted to be up here by her mom so bad. Right, Missy?
And she loved it so much when we took her for a ride yesterday.
Oh, she did. Yeah, we're going to tell them about that in a minute.
Okay.
Because I had already done my video yesterday before we went for a ride.
Yep.
So anyway, that's the pet of the day. Pets of the day. That's what the live action cam going on with the critters.
If you ask Missy, she's the pet of the millennium.
She runs the house, basically. Anyway, it is November 15th, 2016, Tuesday afternoon. It is 12:52 p.m. And what is the weather like, Mr. Heide?
Wait a minute. First thing, I didn't do this a couple days ago. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
Well, you could do the Tuesday.
No, it's not.
Come on, please.
Tuesday, Tuesday, Tuesday. See, it's not the same.
Okay.
Okay. The weather in Panacea, Florida today is a frigid 69 degrees. Real feel temperature of 77, a high today of 77, and a low of 51. I know.
I got my winter gear on, I got sleeves on my shirt, and I got a pair of socks on. Well, I have pants on too, and a bra, and underwear, but anyway. Don't make me hurt you. Don't make me hurt you.
I have not said a word, sweetie.
Anyway, you guys see I found my smile again.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you gotta dig a little deeper, but you can find it. No nap yesterday for either one of us. It's really hard to be able to squeeze in a nap when Brad now goes to work at 3 in the afternoon. You know, he used to go at 5, now he goes at 3. And they're open later now. So, yeah. But we went for a beautiful drive yesterday. We mailed off a package. It was an order. And it was that jellyfish that I did. And then we went for a drive. And we took all 3 dogs because we're weird that way. The 2 big dogs really love to go for rides. And Missy used to stay home with CJ. But now that CJ is no longer with us in physical form, I feel bad for Missy. I don't want her to feel left out. She is the oldest animal we have. And I worry about when a dog or when animals get older. A lot of times they kind of get left out because of the younger animals. And I don't know. I'm just weird that way. I worry that maybe she'd feel left out. And so I took her too. And she was just on my lap. I mean, she really loved that. She loved laying on my lap and stuff. And it was so beautiful out. Area of Florida that we live in has got a lot of St. Mark's National Wildlife. Yeah. And so there's a lot of acres and acres of wooded areas, you know, all different kinds of trees and palm trees and everything. And, you know, numerous lakes and bays and swamps and etc. But anyway, you almost like half close your eyes when Brad's driving down the highway and it's the sun's coming through these trees and it's, I call it nature's kaleidoscope. And it was just beautiful. And, you know, I told him, I said, you know, I'm a really simple woman. I'm happy as can be. My dog's on my lap. The other 2 are, you know, in the back seat. You know, it's the sunlight. My husband was off. It was a great day. I just need to be able to spend some time with my best friend and soulmate and you know, And then when we got home and stuff, I painted outside because Brad was going to clean out all of the cupboards and drawers and stuff because we were worried that maybe we were getting some cockroaches. Well, we had seen a few, and we wanted to nip that in the butt, so to speak, before it got bad or anything. 'Cause we're all new to this. In Wyoming, you don't really have cockroaches unless your place is extremely filthy. Frankly, because of the cold weather. So I sat outside and painted with the dogs while he was in doing that and stuff. And he didn't find that many. I had used that solution of soapy water, which killed, probably about 10 to 15, maybe 20 tops that I had seen. And he took care of the rest, and he had gotten some of those roach motels. And then we also had some spray that we used, and then let that dry and stuff before we brought the dogs back in. The cats were back, so they were safe. So,
No, Charlie.
did all that. I loved sitting outside painting. In fact, I just left my painting stuff outside, on the picnic table and stuff because it's just much easier. Nobody bumps into me out there, and I can spread out and stuff, and that's what I really, really missed, was not having a room and a studio any longer that I could just leave things set up. So that's really nice. And I'm really looking forward to going out here in a little while and painting some more. We ended up just doing hamburgers. I cooked them inside because it was getting late. In fact, I was painting outside in the dark with we have the warm white fairy lights, the LED lights that I had ordered, and we had those up, and then I have some pink LED lights, they're the round ones, and then I had my desk lamp we brought out there as a clip-on one that I had on my easel and have it out there painting, but hey, whatever works, right? So I did the hamburgers, and I cooked some onions and mushrooms with it, alongside it, and then with Swiss cheese. It was very good. Then we just had some mashed potatoes and what else did we have with it? Corn. Mine's first thing to go. So this morning so far, Brad has already done laundry. Did a couple loads of laundry, and I've already folded it all and put it all away. Then I did some organizing because I wanted to pull all of his colognes and his body washes and stuff, so it would be in one area more easily accessible to him. So I organized that and back some and watered plants. They're all doing great outside. I'm just still blown away that I'm able to grow all these vegetables and stuff just, so easily. And like I said, I'm eager to, here in a little bit, we will be going outside painting. Oh, we just had the highway patrol tearing through this RV park. Huh. Wonder what's going on. And he went through here pretty quick. He must be looking for somebody running from me. Think maybe they came in here. Not that we know of. But anyway, like I said, I'm eager to get outside and do some painting. I'll do that when Brad goes down to take a shower. And that way the dogs can be outside for a while. And that will be good for them because, I'm trying to get them outside more because I feel like they're cooped up too much. And then it's really hard on them now at night when Brad's at work and stuff. So, and I can get them in fine. The hard thing is getting them out because, they all want to rush the door. So, yeah, I'll be doing that. And then I'll bring them back in. Like I said, I can bring them back in, no problem. And then what else? I need to clean house. this evening. I'll do that while he's at work. We just had fried egg sandwiches for lunch. We didn't feel like really doing a huge meal, so we just did that instead. And then we'll just have some sausages for dinner, some link sausage. Our
Whoa.
topic for today, and when Brad came up with this, was support a couple supporting each other emotionally.
Can I say something before you get into that?
Sure.
Did you see the highway patrol?
Yes, I made a comment on here.
like
he was looking for somebody.
Yeah.
I wonder if they were chasing somebody, and they think maybe that they were hiding in here.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, because he went through here pretty quick. Yeah. But
okay, sorry.
I think sometimes you lose sight of after you've been married for a while. You know, because when you meet and during the courtship and when you're first married and stuff, you're all there totally for each other emotionally. Then when you start having kids, or if it's a later in life marriage, you know, you're busy with maybe family or friends or work. And I think you forget and you concentrate more on supporting each other financially. And I think a lot of times you forget that emotionally. Mm-hmm. Brad and I have always really worked hard. And the only time we ever had problems in our marriage was if we let other people in real close. But we've always worked really hard on becoming a united front and to everyone. And that makes it where you know you don't have that many friends. If you've ever seen a lot of couples that are real close and stuff, they don't have a huge amount of close friends because unless they're other couples, because you know you're each other's best friend. And I mean, we always were united front when it came to the kids. Even if we really disagreed with each other, we did not disagree in front of the kids. You know, and I think you have to be that way with everybody. You can't let friends, activities, even the job come in between. You know, I mean, you can't expect for your spouse not to go do their job.
No.
I mean, you have to be respectful of that, and that is how they provide a living. You know. But, you know, and I think, like I said, I work really hard on not hitting him with a bunch of stuff when he has to go to work or right when he comes home, unless it's an emergency or something real important.
Mm-hmm.
Because
and I do appreciate that a lot.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, I don't need you to go to work upset.
Yep.
I don't need you to go to work worried about me or worried about what's going on.
Yep.
And stuff. I mean,
yep.
You know, but since you picked this topic, why don't you expound a few words of wisdom?
One of the things that I had to shake my head a lot, you know, especially as much as I've worked with the public, you know, is you see couples come in and it's like they one will nitpick over every little friggin' thing the other one, you know, may do wrong and everything, you know, and you can't, you know, there's some things that I do that Teresa's not thrilled with or happy with, or you know, she thinks I should do it differently. But she doesn't nitpick on every little.
And I'm sure there's things I do too that you.
No, you're perfect.
Well, there's like the cabinets where the dishes are kept. So I have a tendency to not stack my pots. I'll just throw them in there.
You know, but you know, when you start nitpicking on every little friggin' thing, and you know, when you know, like if Teresa says something, and automatically I jump to, oh nope, that's wrong. You know, when you start doing stuff like that, I mean, that's not showing support for your partner. you know.
Mhm.
And I think everybody I've seen over the years, the closest or the best couples seem to be best friends.
Mhm.
You know, I've seen a lot of couples that he has his life, she has her life, and they pretty much never get together on anything.
I mean, some people, I guess that works.
Yeah,
For us, it wouldn't.
yeah. You know, and to me, it's very important that I support you 100% on everything. And there's been a few things that you've done that maybe in private I'll say, hey, maybe you shouldn't have done that. I won't do it in a critical manner though.
No, and you won't do it in front of other
No.
people. In private, you and I may say to the other person, I
Yeah.
really don't think that was probably the best
Yep.
thing. I mean,
Yeah.
that you could have done, or,
Thought
but
somebody was knocking on the door.
no, it's Missy. I'm scratching her.
But that's the biggest thing. I mean, if you don't completely support, um, and I'm not talking about physically, I'm talking about emotionally. If you don't completely support your partner, that's going to start a little crack there, and those cracks, as time goes on and as it gets more weathered, that crack's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
I love that analogy. That's a great analogy.
Uh-huh.
And
like a rock has a little crack in it, and the water gets in there and it freezes and it makes the crack bigger,
expands, and
eventually it fragments the rock.
Yeah. I love that analogy.
Thank you. I just came up with
that. That's great. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
But and I think that too, you guys know I love to tease Brad, and in fact, if I'm not teasing him, he thinks I'm mad at him. But then there are times where maybe you tease them the same way that you always tease them, but maybe they've got something going on, maybe some pressures at work, or maybe they're just feeling a little insecure about something in their life, and so it'll hit them wrong. And it happens to all of us. And then you'll have to say, hey, that kind of hurts my feelings. And yeah, you can go, well, I say that to you all the time. It doesn't matter. You just need, like that, I'll just say, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you knew I was teasing. Because, he'll even say, hey, you kind of hurt my feelings today. And maybe I'm teasing him too much that day. Or maybe he's teasing me too much that day. And I think you need to take really in account your spouse's feelings. And especially women, we know how moody we can be. Or most of us. If you're not a moody woman, you're lucky. Because most of us got, or like a roller coaster, if we're really honest. And we'll even say that. And I'm not afraid to admit that. Just like yesterday, how I was feeling. Especially when the old hormones are just all playing with you.
All the rage.
Yeah. But, if you're lucky, your spouse is like, hey, I'm just gonna hold you for a while, or I'm just gonna go get that chocolate bar and then hold you, or I'm gonna slide that chocolate bar under the door if it's real bad and back away, and then I'll knock an hour later and see if everything's okay. I mean, come on, let's be real here. I mean, there's been times Brett just kind of, slid that. That's why they make those chocolate bars flat like that, people. They do. So the husbands, pay attention. And women, if you need to, go get your husband or your spouse or your mate, whoever you're involved with, even if it's a roommate, and get them to pay attention. This is why they make chocolate bars flat like that. Okay, so it can be slid under a door, and then you knock, and you start sliding the chocolate bar, and then you back away. Okay, and then you wait, and then maybe an hour later, unless you see the wrapper start sliding back underneath the door, then you need to assess the thing. They already ate it. Do they need another one? Or do I think that maybe that was probably enough, and I could knock and see if it's okay? Okay, I'm just telling you, okay? Just And if it's real bad, you might want to, like, slide. That's why they make those pamphlets with the Midol. The Midol comes in the flat sheets too. If you're real brave, I wouldn't do this now before you do the chocolate bar. Do the chocolate bar first. Then gently slide the Midol through. Fill in the wrapper, okay? So she knows when she turns it over. That's why they put Midol in every pill too. Okay? I would, for good measure, though, follow that up with another candy bar and I love you note written attached to the candy bar. Then don't come in for an hour.
I have to disagree with you. I think that's.
You think the Midol is too risky of a move?
I think that's a suicide mission right there.
Okay, well maybe the Midol after an hour after the candy bar. Do you think?
No.
No.
I think that's a suicide mission.
Depending on now, my husband has always made this hard fast rule that he has always made sure, because see, there was me, and then we had 2 daughters, that there was always plenty of Midol in the house. He would even ask me, in all seriousness, if we had enough Midol.
Mm-hmm.
He knew.
Yes. That is nothing that you ask in jest.
No, you just, is there enough Midol?
Yes.
And you don't ask that right at the crucial moment. You ask that when the Midol is not needed.
When she's smiling.
Right, so that you know, like if she's making up a grocery list.
Yes.
So you know that you have the Midol on hand. Now, if a smart man might just even, or mate, might just stockpile some candy bars. Now, if the Midol manufacturers were smart, they would do a packaging concept with chocolate and Midol all in the same box. Really, really flat, so that could all be slid underneath, or you could maybe come up with some kind of like medicated chocolate that had the Midol in it. That would be key. So get on that.
I remember one of my customers from the liquor store.
Uh-huh.
And this guy came up with a very, very scared look in his eye.
Uh-huh.
And he was purchasing Midol, pads, tampons, roses.
Was there any chocolate?
Wine and chocolate.
Didn't he have a pregnancy test too?
I think so, but I think he was just trying to cover all bases, and he was hoping.
No, maybe that was the guy that come in and he bought the condom and the wine and the pregnancy test.
Yeah.
Or something. It's like.
But yeah, the guy with the. Yeah, that guy was just trying to save his life.
Or the funny thing is, okay, guys coming in and buying feminine products. Now, my husband has never had a problem buying it. Now, he had 3 sisters and a mother, so, he'd bought them before. But the guys that come in with the magazine and the feminine product is inside the magazine, they curl it up. Mm-hmm. And then kind of slide it. And then they're like, can you put that in a bag, please? Or can you put that in a brown bag, please? And, of course, Brad has to...
Oh, yeah, I can't let that slide.
Yeah, he's like, what? These pads? These tampons? When the guys come up and they just look horrified. I mean, guys, okay, how many, even as a woman, you stand there in front of all the feminine hygiene products and you're like, holy crap. Mm-hmm. These things will do everything except for maybe launch missiles. We got wings, we got 4 channels of protection, we got super absorbent, we got slenders, we got fulls, we got strings, we got bells, we got whistles, we got all kinds of adhesives and... now cups too.
Some of these articles with their claim on absorbency. Maybe next time there's massive flooding, then, one of these companies should...
I always say the best thing to stop some bleeding, in all seriousness, though, if you come across a wreck or something like that, and there's somebody really bleeding bad, a maxi pad or something, if you have nothing else, clean, not you, works wonders, or a diaper, And especially, you think, the adhesive and stuff, I mean, you can probably makeshift something that will help, until help come, But I mean, to me, it's just crazy. I don't know, how did we get on to all the feminine
I
products
have
and
no
stuff?
idea.
But anyway, just, try to support each other. I mean, there's times when Brad comes home and maybe he's had a bad night at work, and maybe I don't really feel like hearing it, because maybe I've got my own crap going on in my little fickle mind. But you stop everything and you listen, because he needs that. You're that one person in the world that he knows he can come home and talk to, and that will understand, and listen to him and let him vent, and it's not going to go anywhere else. And, I mean, and the same thing, I can tell him anything. I talk to him even about, even programs I'm watching or something, because sometimes you just want somebody to even listen to you, and he'll sit there, and listen with all, interested in stuff. And I know maybe he's sitting there in full pain, in a lot of pain, and dead tired, and, but that's what you do for each other.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep, exactly.
So I'm much happier, too, that we got the cockroach thing under control. They are gone. They are gone, or they are on their way out. The few that Brad's seen are just a teeny tiny ones, and they're moving very slowly. We haven't seen any today. So that's all you can do.
Mm-hmm.
We sprayed outside. We sprayed all the windows, all the vents. Everything that could be sprayed has been sprayed. So, right, Nixie? You guys all see Nixie? What are you doing, Miss Noodle?
She's on guard.
Thank you. I love you. You're a baby. Oh. Are you a baby? What are you doing, huh? What are you doing? I'm going to cut your hair here in a couple of weeks. I'm going to leave it a little bit longer, though, because it's winter time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wintertime, I'm wearing socks when I went outside
those
today.
60-degree temperatures out there is just frigid.
Anyway, I hope everybody's having a great day. And, a shout out to Emily. I hope you get well soon. And Leanne Live, fighting the flu. Hope you get well soon. And he's like my adoptive son, Stephen. I hope you get well soon. I really, really love him and his wife and his son and stuff. Great people. And I hope anybody else that's fighting the uckies, or even if you're down or whatever, I hope you get feeling better. Love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so much. I am going to sit down tonight and list that hooded towel I finished last week on Etsy and answer comments. So, I think you guys are awesome. And say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.